What's up, HyperFast Nation? On this episode of the show, I am going to reveal 5 ways for you to get more expired listings and increase your sales production. Stand by for the next episode of the HyperFast Show. All right, welcome back to the HyperFast Agent Show. One of the biggest opportunities for real estate agents in any market, especially this market, I believe, is expireds. And we've talked about it a lot on this podcast. This is something our team does very regularly. Like, we've had people calling expireds every day, and we close deals from it every month. This is an area that I've seen people, brand new agents, break in the business and sell 5, 10, 15 million their first year. All from expireds. It's something that is duplicatable, that anyone can do. And if you have not done it yet, consider this an opportunity to learn about how to get started. If you are doing it, make sure you're doing these 5 things. All right, number 1, you should be calling a minimum of 5 times a week. If you're really aggressive and trying to grow, 6 times is fine too, right? I think you should probably take Sundays off, and there's probably less expireds happening that day anyway. But 5 to 6 days a week, right? 1 to 2 hours a week. If you do that, right, or 1 to 2 hours a day, I should say. If you do that, right, you're putting in anywhere from 6 to 12 hours a week. You're gonna get a listing a week at least, I believe, if you're doing it right. So make sure you've got the calling sessions going every day, just a part of your routine, part of building your pipeline. And one of the ways that you can do it is through a program. The one we use is called RedX. They will give you the data, screen the do not call list, make sure you're doing it compliant. You can put it in a preview line or single line or triple line dialer. You can drop voicemails. It connects to multiple different types of CRMs and Zapier with CRMs if it doesn't have a direct connection to. So you can pull the leads right into your system. And RedX actually has more than just expireds, by the way. They also have for rent by owners, for sale by owners, geographic leads, and pre-foreclosures. So 5 different lead sources you can get there. And you can get different kinds of dialers. You can also get, we'll talk about this later, but different ways for RedX to market you to the people you're calling, right? Which will make your calls more effective. And if you go to RedX, that's redx.com/hyperfast-agent, and you sign up, you can get the sign-up fees waived. There is no month-to-month contract. You can cancel at any time, and you're going to get the best possible pricing available. Again, that's redx.com/hyperfast-agent. Right, that'll get you the best pricing. You can pick which products you want, which dialer you want. They're going to have tons of training on there, tons of scripts. A lot of different good books and scripts out there, right? Mike Ferry's super popular. Kevin Ward's The Book of Yes has a lot of great scripts. So, and RedX, when you're a customer, you get access to a lot of their trainings and scripts as well. So there's so many good scripts out there, multiple different ones that will work. We're not going to get into the specifics of that on the show today. But look at a couple, right? Pick one you're comfortable with, and it might feel awkward at first when you're first starting out, but once you've done it for a couple days, it just becomes second nature, and you will get business from it, right? Tip number 2, right? Focus on the first, right? We call the first of the month, especially January 1st, Christmas Day for expired calling. Most agents, if they pick a day to default for when their listing expires, they pick the last day of the month. That means on the first of the month, you get the most expireds, right? So, so really go all in on the first of every month. On those days, you should call longer than normal. Maybe add a second session in the afternoon as well. Number 3, door knock, right? Door knock expireds. Obviously, if you're in a huge market that's really spaced out, maybe you'll just narrow down the ones you door knock to the market you really want to be in, right? Maybe you'll call expireds, anywhere, but then really save the door knocking for a few different neighborhoods or price points that you're targeting. Have a good leave behind, right? That explains how the value you add, how you sell homes that didn't sell the first time. Okay. Number 4, market directly to them. We talked a little bit about how RedX has a program where you can market to the expired list. So they will do custom Facebook audience ads to the expireds that you want to do more business from. And then when you call them, they will have seen you already, right? So when you're calling them daily, they will have seen you in your Facebook feed or Instagram feed or banner ads, right? So you can add that program to RedX and market directly to them. You can also do it yourself, but it's a lot easier to get that service and have someone do it for you. Number 5, market to expireds before they expire. How do you do that? Well, tell success stories. When you start getting expired listings and get them under contract and get them sold, tell the story about how you helped Billy and Sue, right? Their home was listed on the market. You don't have to say with who. Their home was listed on the market with another agent for over 90 days. Lots of showings, no offers, frustrating. We came in, we did A, B, and C, right? We did these 3 things. Okay, we priced it where it needed to be priced. We did this marketing package. We did this to draw a crowd there, and boom, we sold it in X amount of time for whatever percentage of the list price, right? Like, tell that story and then pitch yourself online on social media as someone that sells homes that didn't sell the first time. That way, you'll put yourself in a position where people in the market that are having trouble selling their homes actually know about you before their home expires. And that's the best way to get expireds, is if they're contacting you before the home expires, because you're known in the market for that. So, market to expireds before they expire by telling your success stories of how you have successfully dealt with expireds. All right, I'm going to give a bonus tip today, number 6. Okay, we've talked a lot about calling sessions, door knocking, marketing directly to expireds. A lot of people are probably thinking that we're just focused on recent expireds. And for the most case, that's what most people focus on. But you can adjust your settings. You can go back and pull listings that expired 6 months ago to 18 months ago or 2 years ago and have not been, back on the market, have not been relisted, have not been sold. All right. Those are homeowners that wanted to sell. Maybe their expectation was above market price. Maybe now it's improved and it's, they could sell it for what they want. Less people are calling them, right? They are not being as marketed to as much as the ones that have expired this day or week or month. So, for a bonus tip, right? Have a day once a week or a couple times a month where you go back and you call older expireds that have not relisted. All right. Hope you guys found this valuable. Please leave us a review on the podcast. Leave us a comment. Tell us what topics you want us to cover in the future, or ask your questions on YouTube, or you can connect on Instagram at @DanLesniak or the HyperFast Agent. But Dan Lesniak's the best one. Send me questions and topics you want to cover in the future. And if you are a real estate agent and you are interested in, how do I sell more homes? How do I keep more commission? How do I build a real business that gives me income every month? Whether or not I sell a home, I would love to help you do that. Carrie Shull and I have sold hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in real estate. We've coached real estate agents all across the world, and now we're top sponsoring agents at eXp Realty. We're helping people come to that platform, plug into our coaching. You get all of our coaching for free to sell more homes while keeping more commission and building multiple streams of income. If you want to learn how to do that, send me a text message at 703-638-4393. Again, just text me, 703-638-4393. Thanks again for tuning into this episode. I'll see you next time.